afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on favorable approach here between InkyDinky fighting for the United States of America for the 1st Armored Division here with Airborne Rifle and Armor Company. And he's fact chosen Rifle Company right off the bat there versus Goldenpath fighting here for Germany for the Werbung for the Kampfgruppe Weber. And he's got Ostrom Doctrine chosen right off the bat. We got 2 units there already arriving for him. There's no early building there. Bulletins are pretty much all in front, but with Ostrom now, he's not going to get any benefit from those. Quick bit of barbed wire here going up around the truck, and they attempted to deny it to the Germans, but not quite succeeding there. At least immediately it looks like we got a full push here into the north from Goldenpath. 2 full squads there of Ostrom, with the 3rd one arriving on the field. Versus 2 rifle and 1 re-echelon unit. What immediately looked like a rush for both sides from the building is only in fact from the Americans, while the Pioneers are just going for the point itself. Central victory point by the secured here for the glory of the Reich. Riflemen here. There's more riflemen arriving up in the north from that regard. I mean, already here we're seeing the Goldenpath, thanks to all the Ostrom, is securing a lot more territory. Though enough, he's basically not going for the field right away. In a sense, he's just leaving the troops here, sort of deny the building as opposed to also spot in advance. Of course, I mean, they're not really going to be effective for anything else in the building. So of course it is a bit of an oddity there to see him sort of use it like that. Got additional rifle there. We got some veteran troops around here for InkyDinky. Meanwhile, we're seeing Goldenpath continue to take territory. He's going for both viewpoints now, in fact, whereas InkyDinky is not quite going for it. Up north there, rifle vessel Ostrom. The Ostrom not really getting their defensive bonus out there. Not properly cover, it seems, and they're just getting cut apart here by the riflemen. Might as well just be on firing squad right there. Ostrom being pushed away with heavy losses. The other unit trying to sort of make into some kind of position while they can hold back the Americans. Nothing further here from him. Could he be taking out, or what is Goldenpath here thinking? We could at least go for another Ostrom unit, or maybe some Pioneers, or maybe a cache. Either way, the fighting continues. Ostrom doing what they can, but again, with riflemen already up this close, they're not going to be able to do that much in the longer run. And the casualties just pile up. More dead Russians or whatnot on the field. We got riflemen in there. Meanwhile, he's pushing onwards. He's just ignoring them. Just going to see if we can't sort of run them around on the field and waste time. Cheeky. Now we've got to take up there for Goldenpath. Ostrom heading southwards now. The Pioneers being about there, securing still. Of course, need to sort of gain the point there to sort of reconnect with the southern resources. I'm going straight here for the cut-off point. Very interesting play there for Goldenpath, but not bad at all. Realising that some regards he probably can't win initially fight, so he's just sort of moving around and sort of trying to just use his units to force InkyDinky to react to them. That way at least trying to maintain initiative in some regard and just deny resources as much as possible, though of course at the same time he's currently lacking a bit as well, so it's obviously not that straightforward either. We got more riflemen there by the way for InkyDinky. Virtually 2 riflemen right there. Let's say we're going to give a bit more punch. Not engaging for the fuel point. Pioneers, Ostrom fighting here and shooting at several engagements. We got another unit here engaged. Jing, rifle there versus the Ostrom. But at the same time, there's no cover for the rifles. The Ostrom have a slight chance since the only path towards them is in negative cover, which means the Ostrom have actually got a chance of getting some good kills. Reaction tank being pushed away there. They could. Ooh, wiped out. A small victory there for Goldenpath already. Of course, he's still facing off versus 4 riflemen. He's got the take-up done now. So, of course, the question is, will be aiming sort of for Panzergrenadier, or what is his plan here, Mr. Goldenpath? I mean, it was sort of similar to what he'd done last time we saw this. I mean, he could be aiming for some scout cars and snipers, which could certainly work out. He sort of overcomes the issues he had last match. Of course, it also depends on how InkyDinky reacts to what Goldenpath is doing them. Certainly, so far, it seems like he's a bit unsure. Rather than they're taking mana losses, negative card, there we go, the Ostrom got in a few extra good shots. Rather than they're suffering down, half health, Ostrom getting veteran to 1. And of course, right now, of course, things are quickly tipping against them. Meanwhile, the pressure continues, the ambulance almost done here for InkyDinky. Light Mechanized Company is up. Will there be scout cars? There we go. Light Panzer Spielwagen, he could augment with Panzer Grenadier, or maybe throw in an officer, which would certainly benefit things, I believe. counter-attacking here to sort of throw off the Americans from there. But at the same time, fuel point here being taken away as well. InkyDinky finally getting some resources here versus the Krauts. Ostrom forced away. And the Rifleman active falling back here, not intent on wasting troops out here in the open. Good job there. That's going to force the Germans to sort of cross into the open, of course, make them easier target of the Rifleman. So, good decision there, I think, from InkyDinky, at least bought him more time. But now, of course, the 2-to-1 up, things might begin looking a bit different. We've already got the upgrade there on the way for Goldenpath and his Truppen. And we've got a second on the way there, so again, aiming for the patrol, if you will. So any sort of patrol of scout cars was usually about 2. Little fun fact there. And there you go, Rifleman pushed away here. 2-to-1, quickly getting a bunch of kills. So meanwhile, got further pressure up here. Ostrom versus several Riflemen now. Goldenpath will have to sort of pull back from here soon enough, unless of course fancies sacrificing the Ostrom here for the glory of Deutschland. Ah, they shall be great heroes who shall be forgotten because they're not German. There you go, Rifleman into problem here again with the 2-2-2-2. 1-2 match. That was terrible. There you go with 2 scout cars out, and I mean, you can essentially sort of counter any sort of play that might essentially arrive here from the platoon command post. Of course, InkyDinky's going for the company command post. Of course, we're missing a captain, so it's not going to be quite that straightforward with an anti-tank away. At the same time, the 2 scout cars can do reasonable damage there to the Rifleman if handled well. Of course, it might also come down to sort of well handling there. But it certainly forces InkyDinky to be a bit more careful with his infantry meanwhile, because the scout cars could very rapidly, of course, respond to any harassment breakout attempt and certainly overwhelm any one single unit on its own. So it forces InkyDinky to sort of close up his troops a bit more, which certainly makes it a bit easier for Goldenpath. Of course, with the captain out and the anti-tank gun, InkyDinky could sort of try and break that out a bit harder. There you go, right a bit out in the open. Scout cars they're fighting away. Rifleman there getting plastered, point being secured. And we got S-mines up here to sort of help guard the far territories. Good, good. In particular with that rear echelon, you know, I mean, InkyDinky will have to spend manpower and munitions to sort of counter that. So no matter what, I mean, that's probably going to end up working well there for Goldenpath. Rifleman there suffering versus the 2-2-2 and the Ostrom. Ostrom there when themselves pushed back. Got nothing further going on here. Again, he's flooding resources, and again, last time we saw that, it was very much going for 2 snipers. I mean, in this case, again, basically the Ostrom would then serve as basically cannon fodder, soaking up the dams. The 2-2s would sort of help cover flanks and whatnot, while of course the snipers then sort of really began bleeding out InkyDinky like a medieval patient. We're getting points there. The overall Goldenpath is maintaining very good map control despite having a very small force, and in particular in some regards not exactly the most elite force, but thanks to the scout cars here, it's a very mobile force. We can actually sort of punch here and there, and that's rather what Goldenpath is taking advantage of so far, because the force here that InkyDinky has is not necessarily too well suited towards him on that.
Orders! Riflemen can now equip M2 flamethrowers. Bust out the metal, boys!
Basically, he's hoping for the enemy to strike into the center, expecting him, in which case, of course, he's hoping to basically light them on fire rapidly.
Gather round.
Goldenpath, for the time being, though, seems to be getting a bit here, passive, a bit on the defensive. Scout cast not really doing much. We got Ostrom basically holding the fuel point there, while InkyDinky relentlessly charges forwards. Captain Johnson surveying the field and wondering why he's lugging around here with a Thompson. And his men are equipped with bazookas and rifles. But realises someone has to clear up those crowds up close. But there we go, moving into the building. Very small building. Nothing to be seen, it certainly will break off any sort of immediate attempt to counterattack there with the scout cast. There we go. Infantry probably up, 2 snipers on the way. Rifleman reassurance moving. We've got flamethrowers up here for InkyDinky. It's going to be a bit awkward here, but at the same time the Ostrom have a chance of coming down here if they can hold out long enough versus that flamethrower. There we go, Vetchi 2. And with the third rifle Ostrom squad there, also Vetchi 2. There's actually a good chance. There we go, Rifleman broken. The withering storm of Kar 98 K5 was simply too much. The Ostrom, while hardly elite, or even regular, can ultimately in sufficiently large numbers and break off something like that. So there we go. Rifleman under fire, we got the Pioneers bringing in as well. Getting a flamethrower as well, this would definitely help though. Might want to stay out of their flamethrower before that. Still lighting on the way here. That's definitely going to cause more problems here for Goldenpath. So Zach could actually hunt down the scout cars and also deal with the infantry. So still light tank will definitely cause a bit of a headache there. But there we go, we're seeing the center here collapsing. Anti-tank has to fall back as well. Not a sufficient infantry force here. And of course now the snipers as well. Things are going to get a lot more painful now for InkyDinky. He might... Bazooka rockets flying. None of them hit though. Pioneers crossing in as well. Right from the flying back, there we go. Jürgen expires. Right in the middle of everything. And we go right caught here by the 2 scout cars and the snipers as well. Quick realizing the folly of the situation and falling back there. Pack 40 in the way here. Goldenpath obviously where there might be vehicles on the way. Of course, the unit captains. Of course, the steward is very much an option, and this is one that InkyDinky has taken. Of course, the question is, can InkyDinky, of course, get the most out of it? Or will it end up being a waste of resources? Will it end up being a waste of resources? We've got the steward here crossing into the territory. Yuri quickly falling out to the 3rd with a gun. With dual 30 caliber machine guns there providing covering fire as well. And there we go. Dimitri fell as well. So getting some kills there. Will he try to hunt down the scout cars? So he's actually worried here that already Goldenpath might have laid down telemines as well. I mean, he's clearly discovered the S-mines. So, I mean, of course, the question is he worried about telemines as well? I mean, the way he's playing his steward might indicate that. But over here we're seeing Goldenpath paying for sort of any action around here. We've got the scout car, snipers, and the Pack 40 all in one spot. And we got more mines going down here. Good job there. Some players do neglect a bit of their mines, but right here we're seeing simply basically Goldenpath flying. Oh, good lord! Shattering most of the pioneers. Ach, we were hoisted by our own petard. I don't think that's how it works. I don't know. Anyways, points are being secured. He's also now grabbing away here. Good, doing his best to deny Goldenpath resources in return. He might want to consider a fuel cache himself. In fact, both players could at this point consider fuel cache maybe munitions. And to help with the snipers here, InkyDinky could consider maybe a pack howitzer for some light artillery support. Up north, Ostrom suffered heavily to riflemen and the steward.
A capture point is being overrun.
And of course, InkyDinky could also consider maybe setting up some fighting position here and there to sort of make it a bit more difficult and require Goldenpath to divert large resources to take out a far-flung point.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
But constantly sort of moving about, his steward is not trying to sort of make it easier for Goldenpath to predict where it is to do, of course, and knock it out. So good job there. There you go, now trying to get through 2-2-2, getting off some good hits on the rear. Getting a bit too close to the Ostrom, Panzerfaust off, Pack 40 firing as well. And, oh dear. Rather than 40, we got the scout case down. We might see an anti-tank rocket mate knocking it out. And anti-tank gun gets off the hit as well. But can he get it? There we go, 2-2-2 on fire. The road clock now with burning vehicles and armour. So there's some minor losses here on both sides. So of course for InkyDinky it was heavy. I mean, losing a steward compared to losing a 2-2-2 is a bit different. And the steward definitely was a lot more expensive, in particular on fuel. But of course that is hardly enough to deter InkyDinky, and certainly Goldenpath won't be wasting any tears over that scout car. Right from there, flamethrower getting burst open. Also some mines there again. InkyDinky really needs to get some minesweepers up there, and he seems to be taking those S-mines lightly. I mean, now of course some players just seem to think, you know, oh, they're signs, they can easily be dodged, but again, it does require you to pay attention at all times. And if you want even one moment to sort of forget about it, you can end up suffering heavily. So in that regard, S-mines are actually pretty good, for example, sort of just covering up sides or flanks.
We're losing a capture point.
Ostrom here versus rear echelons. Rather than pushing up north of the Ostrom, now in trouble. Centre words, we're seeing InkyDinky pushing forwards. Still sticking to just one anti-tank gun for the time being. Is he taking up? Yes, indeed, he has gone for the major.
Rifle squad ready for action.
More rifle called in. He could consider getting out a fuel cache again and then maybe get a Scot out. Sort of provide some light artillery support again, which could also maybe help catch the snipers. Just apply pressure and bleed out Goldenpath's troops. Overall now we're seeing InkyDinky on the offensive. He's gaining territory, he's killing men, and he's gaining fuel now. which is good for him. Obviously less good here for Goldenpath. They seem to have forgotten his 222 here. A bit left behind. No one wants to play visit. Ostrom unit creeping through the southern parts of the village, hiding behind fences and bushes, while these German snipers keep plucking away at Americans.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. Incoming fire.
So Paul McCobb got good, he's taken up. Might see a Panzer IV Austrian do some stooks. And veteran for the first time, you immediately see an incendiary around there. Quickly putting a bit of a dent into the rifleman. Awesome here, they're not doing too well though, exposed and getting torched with a flamethrower. They are immediately forced to pull back. Most of the men though left behind, singed or well filled with holes. Scout coming out, still not repaired though. Still not repaired. As for InkyDinky, we're not seeing too much either. No, for example, even upgrades for his rifleman beyond, you know, flamethrowers and grenades could help him out with smoke screens and of course the grenades themselves. BARs could be an option there, so combined with the flamethrowers or maybe bazookas.
The enemy is attempting to steal our
And there we go again. The minefield's immediately blowing up some poor sod.
Sniper here.
And finally getting that 222 repaired. Took Goldenpath a bit of time to sort of get around to that. But nothing further here going on. Of course, InkyDinky is getting close here. Do being able to call in an EC8, though, of course, that one might still like to see something from the, well, battalion command post before that. I mean, it does make this a bit of a curious decision. He's not going to use it at all. I mean, it is a bit expensive in fuel, but at the same time, I mean, he could consider again the Scots to bombard, at least maybe after getting the first EC8. And there we go, the Kampfgruppe calling in some Panzers to provide support. So they got something a bit beyond just Ostrom to rely on. Further mines being laid down here. Feldwebel Fritz having lost count there of how many S-mines are laid down throughout this entire battle.
I suppose you need something built?
Yeah, I lost count after 100. Just stopped making sense counting them after that. A Panther almost ready. Here we got another push into the north here. And we got Goldenpath here leading with a major assault up north, but at the same time, with a small push in the south, basically showing that even the side of things up fail up, he'll still be doing some economic harm, and he might even draw away forces away from the main assault towards the south. So overall, that should work out a bit there for Goldenpath, in particular with the Panzerkampfwagen here now mobilised. We are seeing losses here being suffered. Probably some Ostrom who died, completely wiped out there. Still no sign of the officer. Of course, I mean, it would maybe suggest a trench, but with all these flamethrowers, it obviously wouldn't be that much of an option. I mean, he's sort of gone for infantry with some ground-up machine guns. I think trenches would have been a better choice, but also helped his MD-42s. There you go. Anti-tank really hit, but doesn't quite work out, rather than they're suffering heavily. Machine gun fire, rifle fire, and of course high explosive shells, turning them all to a fine pulp. Another unit moving over there. Anti-tank gun fires, misses. Oh, good lord! One hell of a hit there. Bounced up too closely. One high explosive shell there, shattered them all. Breaking them apart at the same time, fighting position going up here to cover the centre, to the victory point there. Good, good. And of course, at the same time, it's a bit of an exposed position, so I mean, in essence, Goldenpath could just creep on anti-tank to just blast away at it if he wants to.
Welcome to the death back. Our fighting position now has some ordnance.
Pardon me, rather say it should have been perhaps a bit around here to make it a bit more difficult to deal with, but oh well. Rifle grenades being turned off there by the rifleman. EC8 flanking in, so he finally got some armour there. Almost got the sniper, got a pack volley there firing away. Panther opening up as well. Nice hit there on the Ostrom. 2/3 of the squad annihilated. A bit of vengeance for the boys lost previously. Anti-tank gun definitely needs to get back in the fight though. Needs to be a bit careful here with that EC8. Just because it's easy to drive in doesn't mean it's become harder to knock out. Pioneers that wiped out the heavy loss here for Goldenpath actually denies them an option for repairing. They were also veterans, of course, now it's going to have to get the cloak from Pioneers. And there you go, anti-tank gun firing. Take aim, take aim. Remember to use that ability, it really does a lot for you. And we got here in White Phosphorus barrage off.
Sherman, ready for action.
Choking and doing terrible things to the infantry caught in it. And the other 222 was finally lost as well. Bit disappointing though he didn't go for take aim. At the same time, man engagement down here. Also again going for the fuel point rifle responding. It took certainly a bit of time there towards doing it.
Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me.
Also from here struggling. Still, their job is not to sort of necessarily gain defeat or victory, just to sort of harass and draw away forces which could otherwise have been used elsewhere. Snipers here preparing, and there we go, got a large counter push here to help the beleaguered at Ostrom. Meanwhile, the North, of course, will be quickly taken here by InkyDinky. Not keen on leaving it in German hands for long. And there we go. Dropping a bit of trouble. Sniper fight, quickly taking them out. And immediately calling up another rifle squad here. Certainly not holding back in that department. Though part of me would say to maybe consider getting something else than just flamethrowers for them. Again, BARs might be an option here. Bit of scorching going on. Sniper fire there, good, good. At this point, Goldenpath might of course just get more armor and just sort of keep up the offensive pressure as he's doing overall. I mean, the strategy so far has played out pretty nicely, sort of nice attrition, harassment based. He's not so much trying to hold territory, he's just sort of trying to bleed out his opponent and then take territory. Of course, he knows that his current force is not that strong in holding it anyways. Also, me actually getting those riflemen quite a beating, leaving them dead, and Corporal Dennis there, face down in a puddle of muddy water. Looks like some casualties they were inflicted. In fact, he's also down to 2 Ostrom squads here. But, well, it's not something that can be easily replaced. I mean, there's plenty of where those came from.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Ah, careful with the snipers, Goldenpath. There we go. And another Panther on the way. Pack 40 is actually exposed here. Might have been a bit of a silly mistake here by Goldenpath. Could end up there, go handing over Pack 40 here to InkyDinky, which would certainly give him some stronger anti-tank weapons and just more to help deal for example with the Panther 4s. But there you go, Panther 4 responding to the scene. Opening up the machine guns, EC8 flanking in. And about to get the sniper here, the actually 2 sniper cut down there by machine guns. Other one in a lot of trouble as well. Shot though, flies right past his ear. Potentially deafening him on one. And Ostrom here might be killed as well. 50 caliber opening up, raking into them. The Mardeus, a relentless infantry killer. Also, by the way, an older machine gun in the United States Army, but one which still serves. EC8 flanks in. Gaining veterans 1 there. Panther down to half health. Anti-tank gun opening up. Germans were able to recruit. Might want to use armor piercing rifle again. Take aim, take aim. There we go, armor piercing rifle still. Take aim, come on. Why just a few people use take aim? It's a wonderful ability. It really gets you so much more than your anti-tank gun. One you can see, shoot and see farther. Panther 4 flanking hit, good job, good job. That might draw away the attention there from the anti. Oh, too late. One remaining shot there took out the Panzerkampfwagen, giving a burning hunk of metal. Panther 4 sniper continuing up here, a bit of a risk maneuver, but could do some damage. But no, does not pursue actually. And the EC8's almost virtually 2 already. Which of course means greater accuracy, making it more lethal. And there we go, one hell of a sniper shot there, setting the flamethrower tank to explode, engulfing the men and causing others to fall back in horror. There we go, bazookas though, do a bit of damage to the Panther 4. We got the major flanking in. Sandy doesn't have me to take quick calling an artillery barrage. He doesn't even have the experience to call it a fake barrage. So at least cause InkyDinky there to pull back a bit in fear. Ooh, Pioneer's wasted on the anti-tank gun. And he has to recruit the other one. Right now things are actually looking a bit horrible here for Goldenpath. He's suffering heavy losses before InkyDinky. Of course, I mean, most of them can be easily replaced against since they are Austrian. But even then, it's not exactly good to lose that many things so quickly. I mean, even if they are Austrian, I mean, that's also the Panther 4 and the snipers. Ooh. That looked pretty terrible. Almost lost the EC8 there. If he loses that, it's definitely going to be a hard loss though for InkyDinky. Another White Phosphorus barrage here to cover up things and force Goldenpath to pull back from this area for the time being. Goldenpath pulled back, wounded. And we got another EC8 here arriving for InkyDinky. And it is time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is Goldenpath's just taking quite a beating. His tanks are damaged. He's lacking pioneers to repair them. Infantry-wise, he's also a bit short on things. He's got a sniper though with quite a few kills and can easily gain more +2 Pack 40s here. So things are a bit risky at the moment. What he probably should consider, of course, is replacing some of those losses. Panzer Grenadiers could be one option for something that might have a bit more firepower than the Ostrom. Of course, he's intending to sort of stick to his strategy without any sort of deviation. Just getting more Ostrom might be an idea, but even then, I might suggest getting an officer or just to mix things up a bit. Another option could be either getting a mortar or a machine gun sort of part of it, just extra support weapons for them, because I mean he's pushing a bit much on the Ostrom's backs at this point with all the veteran riflemen and all their flamethrowers plus the tanks. You need something a bit extra beyond the Ostrom and snipers to sort of maintain, I think, a more stable position, because at this point he can't really keep it up, not with the way the EC8s are now quickly able to sort of repulse any sort of attempt at harassment. I mean, Goldenpath needs to change tactics. He could of course throw in some more armor. Maybe some Stuks sort of provide fire support there for the Panzer IV, have that soak up while the Stuks sort of provide the brunt of the damage. Another option would be taking up, maybe going for a Panther. Options are definitely there. Fuel cache could also be an idea, sort of help acquire more fuel through those venues. Beyond that, there's not so much else to sort of point out. Of course, he can't keep up harassing and probably should still keep trying to ensure that InkyDinky can't suddenly hit him with a lot of tanks. And of course for InkyDinky, I really think he should get a fuel cache. I mean, if he's really intending to just rely on this, which only makes the decisions with the major a more of an odd choice, but even then, you know, I think fuel cache would help. I think he should get a Scott out, you know, some howitzer motor carriages would provide him with mobile artillery support, which could also be used to lay down the smoke screen around those Pack 40s. But it might also give him just a chance to catch the sniper that was just bleeding out the Ostrom and the Pack 40s. I think they would do him quite well there combined with the EC8. Otherwise, you should keep up the pressure and you should consider maybe some more fighting positions as sort of far out points. And if possible, try to sort of push for these two particular points here and force Goldenpath into sort of some fighting here, in which case he might at least be able to deny further resources with Goldenpath and sort of bleed him out that way. Plus, he can sort of, you know, just cordon him off and maybe just bleed him out through the victory point, in which case, you know, fighting position around these two would certainly be a very good choice. I mean, there are some options there as well to consider for InkyDinky, but I definitely feel like of something from here would do him quite a good. And again, I would say the Scott, the tiny little Scott. Back here to the fight, and the EC8s. The Sherman itself also saw action after the war with different armies, different variants. Some sides upgraded with even bigger guns, though with mixed luck, I believe. I believe the Israelis installed a 105mm gun in the Shermans, in fact. Little fun fact there, but then you've got Ostrom sniping moving ahead straight into the fighting position in his 50 caliber. At the same time pushing for the northern victory point with other Ostrom. And there we go, using it to call in the railway artillery support, the extraction fuel here. I can understand the situation. I mean, overall, he needs to get some victory points back. He needs to stop the drain he's under right now because we're down to 86. And while expensive, I mean, it would certainly do the job. So I can understand here why Goldenpath would do it. I certainly can't fault him for it. Though it certainly is risky. Bit of a shootout here. Ostrom probably at best will be able to keep the rifle a bit away until reinforcements arrive. Like, say, for example, a sniper, 26 kills, closing in on veterancy fleet. But at the same time, you got the EC8 moving up there, and it's almost veterancy too. Almost. Ah, missed. Still, machine guns there making short work over the Ostrom. And they just need to get away. And there we go. Pack 40 arrives, flanks. Same time another assault here thwarted.
Objective secured.
A few Ostrom left dead on the ground.
We're taking fire. Sharpshooter ready for orders.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Meanwhile, Lieutenant Koenig is enjoying his time here sniping at Americans. Gaining more and more kills to get it sort of closer to another promotion veteran fee. Raven here making short work at the Pioneers. The Panther doing what he can. We got the anti-tank here moving up. Shot bounced though. Shot bounced. And more air spawns going off. It's really surprising. He's not really doing much to sort of clear out the mines. And he's not even getting just grenades to try and set them off. I mean, that could also work out there for InkyDinky rather than, you know, the Soviet method of mine clearing. Don't worry, guys. They do this in Russia all the time. No harm.
90-day wonder. Capture point is under attack.
There you go. Good lord, he just crushed those Osttruppen. Squished them at the same time. He might have just pushed a bit too far. The EC8 getting, well, easily target here. Smoke's being laid down, but will he be able to pull it out? Or will there be an attack round front through the smoke, knocking it out? Can he make it? Can he make it? Looks like it. Panther 4 though almost knocked out itself. It looks like that will also get out of there. He actually needs to sort of fix just the critical repairs and get it out of there before he just creeps up with the Pack 40 and knocks it out. EC8 there flanking in though. Careful, careful. Veteran D2. Oh dear, he might have pushed it a bit too far. I mean, it was nice to see the flank, but he might have wanted to do it a bit further in there. I think it was a bit too shallow, and there we go. One shot there for the Pack 40. No smoke screen laid down. Bit too risky play there with his EZ8. InkyDinky suffered a rather, I would say, needless loss there with the Veteran E2 Sherman cooked up. And there we go, Veteran D3 Sniper, 35 kills. And we got an MG4 out here actually for Goldenpath. So doing something about all those inflows as well, calling in more Osttruppen. Even as the others are continually getting wiped out. Now to 4 Ostrom squads, he's really not just getting a lot of them compared to before. Another white phosphorus barrage going down there, probably seeing that once he's using the missiles and something else. At least he's forcing back some of the Pack 40s, but at the same time the Pack 40 ready to respond. Almost Veteran T2 actually. I think InkyDinky's just aiming for more EC8s. No consideration for regular Shermans, Scots, or even a Jackson. MG42 crew there took one hit and dead. Still fighting here for the big 2 points. Goldenpath doing all in his power to basically keep the drain from killing him. Certainly looking rather desperate. I mean, he's down to 39 points versus 421. You soon be able to call in another Panther 4 though. One more Panzerkampfwagen. Need to be careful over the anti-tank gun, but I fear it's already too late. Getting a flat contact to focus on infantry instead. Bold decision there by Goldenpath. You see it moved up here to cover the victory point there. Well, the Sherman strikes to the south. They need some infantry though to quickly get the victory point there. Rather than pushed away. Oh, wipe on retreat there. The sniper's getting off an excellent shot there. Well, the Ostrom down south are repulsed by the EC8 and its 76mm gun.
Armor here. What the hell am I meant to do with these?
Giving up there, trying to flank in the Ostrom, get a good shot off there. Almost got it though, but quick Panther response might fail to penetrate. Fun fact about the Shermans, the crews had a tendency of sort of improvising upgrades for them in terms of armor, since they rather were aware it wasn't really that good. I believe it had some mixed success. Of course, some used just sandbags, which might have actually made it easy to be penetrated. Others sort of basically welded on more armor plating from wherever they could get it, sort of creating their own jumbo Shermans in the process. Little fun fact there. Ostrom wiped out, then no loss here for Goldenpath again. He seems so happy to throw them away. About to lose another EZ8 though, and there we go, kaput. Ostrom moving ahead, he had to tank in a lot of trouble. Might lose it. Well, that Ostrom is having a terrible time hitting anything. Still, InkyDinky's also suffering heavy armor loss. There we go, we just got a huge assault wave going in here. Ostrom leading the way, snipers holding up the rear. As basically Goldenpath is sort of trying to maybe drop. Whoa! monstrous tree flying from the air. But basically he's forcing InkyDinky to sort of focus right on what's in front of him, allowing him to sort of focus more on the victory points in the rear as well. Although he can deal with it more sensibly. Bit bold, but seems to have worked out. Pack 40 there needs to be reinforced though, maybe a half track or a command bunker. It's going to be a shame to lose all that experience. The sniper could do with a quick medic kit. I mean, the only thing that's holding him together is pride and stubbornness. And maybe all the medals he's gotten at this point. Yeah, just put it there over that gun wound so I don't bleed to death. Still no tag up, not even a stool. Instead, maybe. There's only a bit of struggle here for InkyDinky. He might have lost initiative. He's also lost quite a few tanks without sort of really getting anything serious out of them in return in those engagements. Which is not really something InkyDinky can afford, in particular with the fuel casualties he's lacking. And infantry losses are also beginning to get quite staggering. And of course in that regard again the Ostrom do weigh up pretty well. I mean it's very much sort of a game of attrition. It's increasingly working out here for Goldenpath. You see it, they're moving in rather than getting a nasty sniper shot rather than moving in. Major moving in.
MG42 team is ready for action.
Rather than pushed away and wiped. There's hitting hot shot there now. InkyDinky is looking even worse off. First armoured. Finding troubles, they're replacing all the losses.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Major now being utilised to sort of take points. Again, going for the big points. But apparently you would say you should maybe just ignore the centre and just sort of focus on the fringes for a bit. That way he would have forced probably some units away from the centre to react to that, and then he could have dealt with the centre. There you go, another Veteran 2, EC8. Panther 4 moving in. More veteran riflemen, of course, in that regard. I mean, Rifle Company is probably one of the better doctrines for sort of dealing with attrition in terms of, sort of, you know, relative recent, of course. I mean, it won't be able to sort of do cheaply, but you can sort of make up for the experience loss you'll be suffering by calling in more veteran riflemen. But of course, at this point, I mean, he's basically bleeding up faster than he can sort of keep it up, anyways. So it's not quite working out. Particularly, the sniper is definitely being a huge issue for him. He's 52 kills here. A real Stolz there. You got another trait there for resources. Another railway artillery support raid to be called in on the Yankees. Good, oh, he's actually going straight for the base. He's calling in a Schwerer Gustav there on the American base. That's bold. Direct hit down the company command post. Bits of wood flying all over the place. Another nasty hit. The company command post barely functional and now. Barracks not looking too well either. And then go direct hit on one of the machine gun emplacements.
Our riflemen will now be better trained before deployment.
Panther 4, they're taking hit from the anti-tank gun. No arm piercing rounds there. And there you go. Also, rifleman forced away here. Direct shot straight into the mess of it. Again, he should be focusing more on the fringes right now rather than the centre, where really basically Goldenpath is all the tanks sort of holding together, being at least sort of more moderately able to sort of focus all his firepower rather than the edges, where again things would be a lot harder for Goldenpath. Yeah, he's rushing in his tank now. Careful, Inky. Just because you got a large victory point, he does mean you could end up not losing this match. Got hit there on the Panther 4. Quickly pulls back, good. But again, straight into the centre, straight into whatever Goldenpath has got here, ready to challenge him. E-shit rolling in. Shots fired, Pack 4 is responding. Veteran 2, Veteran 3 there. Heavy damage inflicted. And minor losses inflicted. E-shit though did make it up for once. And another Panther 4 here for Goldenpath. Another Panther 4 adding in more armour here to the process. Driving straight into the MD42, getting suppressed here. And straight into the Panzer IV again. It just seems like InkyDinky's sort of kind of a bit stuck in a rut here. He's just sort of making head-on assaults. There's less maneuver sort of in his mindset now. He's just sort of trying to break through, but he's not really working up with all the Panzer IVs and the MD42. Good lord, he made it out of there. The flamethrower sort of didn't kill him in the process as well. That's rather lucky. But the way he's walking seems like he might need a fresh pair of underpants. Understandably enough. Back to Fort Ostrom here. And there's definitely a chance in approach from Goldenpath. I mean, he's still relying on Ostrom, but he's mixing in more things. The MD42s, for example. 59 kills on that sniper. 59. I mean, he's definitely done a lot of manpower damage on Dinky.
Alright, here's the thing.
Ostrom moving in. And Ostrom there taking losses. Back 4 man almost knocked out. And again, the MD4 covering north. He needs some tank to basically quickly rush it off, but he's charging that one straight into Goldenpath, the strongest point. Not exactly a wise idea there by InkyDinky.
Yeah. On your feet, ladies.
Not in the slightest. Not that often you see an American base looking like that. And we got another Easy 8 out here for InkyDinky. He's just pouring them in. Not bothering with anything else, it seems. Might he actually clear out the MD42 up north? That would be a good idea. We got another 50 cal machine gun on the way for it.
The capture point is being overrun.
Going for the point there.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green is green can be. Here with the CoH!
There you go. MD42, half unit down. Almost got it, almost got it. At the same time, we got a Panzer IV flanking in here. Are the Easy 8 striking himself to sort of take the victory point there, or at least hold it away from the Germans? Anti-tank grenade there. Easy 8 though taking heavy damage. Got the Pack 14 moving in. If only had to make it to fall up in cover, he might be able to clear it out here. Ostrom suppressed. Another artillery strike here in the base. Almost got the anti-tank gun actually. Ostrom out of trouble, and barracks seems to have been completely wrecked. So is the company command post. Easy 8 here in a bit of trouble. Looks like he might make it out of there though. Good lord. That was rather excessive. At the same time, we got a Panzer IV almost ready to fleet, but at the same time, in a bad position. Rifleman wiped out. Easy 8 there, almost veteran defeat. He might actually be able to get it there. If he sort of takes a long path, then sort of creeps up here and tries to get behind the Panzer IV there. He might be able to quickly knock it out and gain veteran defeat on that Easy 8. But this isn't good for InkyDinky. Not in the slightest. Easy 8 there. Again, I'm not entirely sure why he insists on sort of charging into that point. And he's just giving the training lessons to the German anti-tank crews. I mean, at this point, he might as well just ping down on the tanks where to hit them for the most damage.
Orders!
67 kills on that sniper.
We are losing a sector.
At this rate, he'll reach 100. MD42, they cleared up but not recruit here. Would easily have thought, I think, send up some Ostrom to do that. Interesting enough, he's not really healed that sniper up a bit. There we go, he's hit moving, and there we go, veteran to fleet, but half health. Half health. Risky there, risky.
Rifle squad ready for action.
36 kills though, 37. There you go, taking hits, need to get it away, Ah, too late there. InkyDinky keeps pushing a bit too far there. He seems to be underestimating the power of the veteran to fleet pack 40. which is quite lethal, high penetration, but also high rate of fire. Which also means if you gain enough veterans, you fleet Pack 40 as the allies, you've got pretty much the option of beating most Axis armor easily. In particular, if you add in target weak point. There we go, down to half health already. InkyDinky needs to be a lot more cautious here. He's taking it too lightly.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
There we go, incendiary round, caused an inferno. Horrible. 73 kills. 74.
We have lost an
I mean, if he gets captured by the Americans, he won't be making it to the prison camps. 76. That man's a killer. There you go, easy rushing straight into everything. Almost got the sniper there though, almost. Still fighting against the Ostroben. MD42 recruit once more. The Kampfgruppe though seems dominant now. First Armament has suffered horrific casualties.
You need something?
Not to say that the Kampfgruppe hasn't, but a lot of them are a lot more expendable from High Command's perspective.
It's done.
Another push here for the centre. Easy at getting a good flank. We got a Pack 40 here responding. Again, the vets into fleet. Missed.
Opponents are seizing a sector.
And again, the MD40 puts a stop to any sort of immediate American advance here. I mean, really, I think he should have researched grenades to sort of lay down some smoke screens. I think that would have done quite a good. At least been better to do it with the Shermans. Down to the Panther 4, MD4 in a bit of trouble. Riflemen that were wiped out. No! The sniper was killed! A hero has fallen in service of the Reich. I suppose that puts an end, though, to InkyDinky's nightmares. Goldenpath immediately replaces him. Though, of course, Goldenpath deep down knows he can never truly replace him in his heart. Anyways, Major Living pushed away by the Panther 4, almost ready to flee. Just looking like an absolute mess here. He's done nothing to sort of replace, repair any of these things. So he can't even get the upgrades now. Points can easily tick down here. Goldenpath now holding most of these, laying down fresh mines there. Gutes Arbeit. Leute. And we're seeing another EC8 here. InkyDinky's thought process at this moment seems to be just add more tank until it works.
Pioneers reporting objective captured.
Not hit on the Ostroben. 1/3 of the unit annihilated. 2/3. Engagement here. Panther takes it. Explosives reach a rifle. Cuts in anti-tank grenade damaging the engine. There we go. Veteran 3 Pack 40 setting up here. Target weak point white. Good choice. MD42 crew lost somewhere. Ostrom annihilated. Could this be the assault where InkyDinky just holds those victory points just long enough to kill his opponent? MD42 stolen away. Panther 4 charging in with extreme prejudice, flying away there, rather than falling in the middle of the road, never to rise again. Got the easy here moving back. Minefield there setting off. And he almost lost the man there to tank and firing. Panther 4 and Trump needs to move away. By the looks of it. fresh-faced sniper moves up. Still holding on to 3 victory points here. Easy at firing, Panther 4. He needs to turn around his front arm at the very least, or maybe get behind the building.
The adversary has slipped 200 points.
But the 3-pack 4 continues to be a menace. Almost got the EC8 there. And Sniper looks like they're getting the anti-tank gun. There we go. EC8 caught between 2 Panther 4s. Shot bounced. Recruiting the anti-tank gun. Some poor bastard running all his way through the German in the face. Not otherwise his path to take. And there we go. InkyDinky in the end surrenders, having squandered an otherwise good chance of winning. I think it overall came down to the fact he got too focused on the centre and just sort of forgot about the fringes. But even then, there were options sort of defending, fortifying, otherwise just doing more with his riflemen. I mean, he never really sort of upgraded them beyond the flamethrowers. I mean, that's always one of the odder things. I mean, some players just like to go heavy on the riflemen, but they never tend to sort of fully utilize them. Never say go for BARs or bazookas or add in some grenades. They just, go for flamethrowers and that's about it. Which rather doesn't sort of fully get the most out of the riflemen. So in that regard, InkyDinky's strategy wasn't really sort of fully focused on what he was sort of playing the most with. Which I think overall hurt him quite a bit. I definitely think he should have had a scout out at a sooner point. And some fuel cache. I think overall he'd have been in a much stronger position. Instead, he basically sort of kept running into, well, a strategy that more favoured Goldenpath, which of course was heavy on attrition, bleeding him out. The Panther 4 starting to make things easier, and then when he added the MD42, things only got harder because InkyDinky lacked smoke in his sort of greater measure and basically didn't use it on his tanks either. So there were some definite problems there, and Goldenpath's overall strategy of attrition and mobility sort of saw him through. So nicely played there, and I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you some ideas for your own matches. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, and share it with everyone. This is InkyDinky. Cheers, and see you all another time. Bye.